Hey, no laughing, especially from you. Hey, yokoso, which means welcome if you're new and welcome back if you're not. Hey, everyone. We are here for our first new content segment. I have no idea what it's going to be called. We're just going to throw it up on the screen. It has been suggested speed views. If you have a better suggestion, why don't you hop on our Discord to tell us what that suggestion should be? Or, just leave a comment like a normie. Today, we are talking about the ROG Ally and whether or not it's still worth your money in late 2025 now. And I'm joined by this fantastic panel to help me answer this question. Everyone, could you please introduce yourselves, preferably not in any specific order?
WinDeck Tech, Andrew, hello.
Hey, what's up? This is Zach at Hands Turn.
Hey, Nelly at Gaming Repairs.
That was chef's kiss. All right. So I guess it doesn't really work if you say it, though. So as I mentioned in the intro, we're talking about the ROG Ally and its value in 2025. So what better way to do this by making this into our quick review as fast as we can. So my first question for all of you is that I'd like you to tell me what the two biggest reasons are, your two biggest reasons as to why someone should get an ROG Ally now, past the halfway point in 2025. And I'm going to start with Hands turn. You have 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's our little surprise that you have to answer. Which your two biggest reasons for getting an Ally would be?
All right, you got to give me a second. I just got to knock at the door. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh God.
Give me like 2 seconds.
Yeah, no, I'll
I have to cut this out.
When he's cheating.
It's into the minute and 30. It's counting into it.
He's cheating.
Keep it on. Keep the shorts in there.
Right.
Oh, Dad, he's cheating.
Okay, we're good.
Oh, literally 2 seconds. There you go.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, 2 seconds. That's all I need. Money.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, so you only have like 45 seconds left now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so we're good anyway, for real. Yeah, price to performance, money wise. I mean, if you can find it for $300-400 as opposed to, buying an Ally X for $9, or any other HX 370 for $1,000 plus, that's obviously going to be the biggest motivational factor, is just to save money. If that's the cheapest thing with the best performance that you can get kind of in your budget, I mean, that's really the only real reason that I could see for it. Or even if you have the money and want to save it, I guess would be option 2.
Okay. All right. And what about you, Nelly?
Okay. 1, SteamOS. I ran SteamOS on my ROG Ally X last week. And aside from like some weird plugins and stuff like that and weird glitches I had to do, whatever, it's fine now. It works great. And it's cheaper than the Steam Deck. Like from performance, just like Zach said, the performance is way better on the ROG Ally than you will get on the Steam Deck. And then also you've got 1080p 120 hertz VRR display. Like it just makes sense to run this instead. And it's half the price of the Switch too. I mean, why not jump into this as an entry level into the PC gaming and still have that great interface?
Okay. And what say you, Andrew?
To build off that, I guess, that's kind of my points too. To play off the Bakelite or SteamOS upgrades, I would say that there's a lot of upgrades available now. So you can get like the battery mods, you can get the Hall effect sticks, you can upgrade your storage to 2280. So even if you do come in and thinking like that's kind of like the lower end, lesser end handheld, you can still kind of upgrade it further down the line. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, and it's still a solid handheld. Like despite it being aging hardware, as long as you throw SteamOS on it, even if you're running Windows, yeah, it's still a solid device.
All right. I think that you've all given some really great answers here. Perhaps the 1 minute and 30 seconds was too generous. So this time, I think we're going to have to say you have 60 seconds instead to tell me what are the two biggest reasons why you would recommend someone not get an ROG Ally. And this time, let's start with Nelly.
Okay. RAM size. That's like my biggest one is the RAM size, because it's just not enough right now. It's enough for if you want to play those lower end games, but it's just not enough for a lot of the AAA games that are coming out right now for performance. And the other thing is just having the older chip and the smaller battery. So yes, you can upgrade the battery, which is a great option, but that's more money that you're putting into your device. So it depends if you want to spend that extra, but it's the older chip. You're getting the older technology. And so if you want to stay more current, then pick up the newer one.
Ooh, how'd you get that done in 30 seconds? Okay, all right. Okay, let's hear it. Let's hear it, Andrew.
Yeah. So with the Steam Deck, the ROG Ally, Xbox ROG Ally X, whatever the hell they're calling it, and then the Legion Go 2 coming out later this year. You might as well just wait and see if you're enticed by any of those, and then even then, you could pick up a used ROG Ally or Legion Go original for when everyone else kind of upgrades. Really, yeah, the VRAM is kind of the biggest issue if you're planning on playing anything from the recent console generation. If you're still playing just old indie games, then yeah, 16 gigs will be enough. But right now, it's definitely kind of limiting you.
Okay, well put. And Mr. Hand's turn. What do you think?
Yeah. So to put a nice little ribbon on it, yeah, if you just need more or want more, obviously than what that can offer, if that extra VRAM or that extra battery or, extra CPU power, or GPU, if you need that much more for whatever you're doing with it, then, that would be a reason to not get this, obviously. It's just, in my point of view, it's that simple. Like, if there's something that you just can't do with this well enough that extra little bit's going to get you there, then obviously that's the choice to make.
Well said. And now I'm gonna turn my hands to say that, as usual, Mr. WinDeck Tech has jumped the shark, and he is ruining my surprise question just a little bit here. Even though I feel like Han's turn tonight was right on point there too. And not to take away from you, Nelly, I think you had the perfect segue to put the set these dots up together. And so my little question for you here now. And for this one, I'll be generous. I'll say you don't have a time limit for this, but you've got to put it in just 2 sentences. Okay. So here's the question. Would your opinion change on either of those 2 last questions if something like modding the device, modding the ROG Ally can change it? Let's go with you this time, Andrew, since you're so quick to jump the shark.
Yes and no.
Okay. All right. I like it. Mysterious. Okay. All right. What do you think, Hans turn?
Maybe. So, obviously, like, like if you can save money, say, I go buy a used ROG Ally for $400. I go ahead and do the battery mod for like another 100 or whatever. And, I do this and do that, maybe I end up at, its original MSRP by the end of it somehow, crazy, whatever, get enough accessories and whatnot. I'm still coming out ahead of the Ally X, and that extra 20%, going back to my answer from that first question, that extra 20% is not making or breaking it for me. Like, it's not enough of an uplift for me to care. Like, it's either, runs crappy or runs slightly less crappy for something, and then we have other I've got other ways to play those games if I can't run them on a handheld.
Fair. Well said.
That was the longest 2 sentences I've ever heard.
Oh,
run on.
Savage.
Hey,
I didn't put a period anywhere.
No, there was no period. I listened to the whole thing. I'm like, you know what? Those are solid sentences.
Oh, okay. Well, now that Nelly has sufficiently schooled us on the rules of grammar, Nelly, could you please give us the answer there?
And we're all counting.
Okay. So I would first start with that you can't mod it, let's restart here. I would first start that you cannot mod it to have a Thunderbolt 4 port for eGPU support. You can't mod it to have more RAM, but you could probably pick up one with some mods in it with the battery pack for still similar price, like under that $500 cap.
Okay, well put, and I like your counting. Very good, very accurate.
That was really good.
And yes, very nicely put. Wow, it's really hard to follow that up. I definitely don't have a good question to follow that up, but I will say, and I will mention now the elephant in the room, not the 4 elephants that Jensen likes, but the elephant in the room in this case being the ROG Ally X, which surely anyone that's watching this video and all of you, it has crossed your mind. And so comparing these 2 devices, assuming price parity between them, being that if you buy one brand new now, I think the Ally X is $900 US, and you buy an ROG Ally when it's not on sale, I think it's $650 or something like that. Assuming some kind of parity between them, meaning that you get a used Ally, let's say $350 or something like that, and you can get a used Ally X around $650 or something like that. Okay, keeping that in mind, what's one reason to choose one or the other? Just one. So you will have 30 seconds to answer this. You can choose who would like to answer first. All right,
I'll go.
Okay.
Price to performance, OG Ally.
Okay.
Pure performance, Ally X.
Wow. Okay. I don't think Nelly has comments for that answer.
No, I like it.
Okay. What do you think, Andrew?
I mean, I did kind of have the same kind of situation where I bought one and then actually returned one. So my reasons for that were it was just too expensive and not really worth it. And then also, what's the second one for the other? I don't even know. Yeah, no, it just wasn't worth it for me. And the battery life gains weren't that important to me personally.
Okay, fair. And what say you, Nelly?
I sold my ROG Ally original for the Ally X, for the RAM, for that eGPU support, because that was really important to me to be able to connect to an eGPU because I have an eGPU.
I do think you've hit the nail on the head at something that is actually very valuable that could be easily overlooked and might even be worth paying an extra, let's say even like $50 or something for, just to have that capability, right? Because it would unlock let's say another door that you would otherwise not be able to access. All right, so I think you've all shared some very compelling arguments for why someone might want to consider getting an Ally right now and why someone might not want to get an Ally now. So just to kind of summarize your thoughts, I'd like to go around with everyone's closing statements on why you should or shouldn't get an Ally. And of course, like the rest of this video, I'm deciding to opt out because clearly I'm a Legion Go shill and I should not participate in this. What do you say, Nelly? You want to start first?
Sure. I would go with the Ally original if you're looking at Steam Deck. So if you're on Steam and you're looking at a Steam Deck, you're thinking about add it to your cart, just go with an ROG Ally. It's a better bang for your buck. You get the better display, you get the 120 hertz. You can upgrade the battery size if you want that better battery size, but you get a more powerful device. And you still don't have eGPU support with the Steam Deck, so you're not losing anything in this. Only thing you're gaining is just a more powerful device with that SteamOS if you want it.
Okay. Yeah, well put. And what about you, Mr. Turn?
Well, as a recent Legion convert, shill, whatever. I mean, that would honestly, for me, that would be one reason. Like, I've had that thing for 2 weeks, maybe 3 at this point, and it's crazy some of the features that thing has that I didn't realize that I actually, really liked. Being able to take the controllers off and just kind of set it on the table like you would the Switch, or even just hold it like an iPad or something like that. So that would be one reason to not. The only reason I think why you should is just, like if that's what's in your budget, that's what's readily available for you. It's still going to be a fantastic device for anybody. Like, just because mine died doesn't mean I'm, spitting on its grave by any means.
I don't know. I feel like that. Yeah, much. There you go. All right. What would you say, Mr. WinDeck Tech? Guy that has a lot of Ally content.
Yeah, I would say if you have any if you have a Steam Deck or whatever, and you're looking to upgrade or something like that, you could probably hold off, wait until a little bit more powerful things come, either later this year, tail end next year, or something like that. Even then, you'll see a price decrease when the new handhelds come out. So I would say don't buy one, wait now. If you want to get one now, though, and you don't have a handheld, yeah, like everyone else said, it's great price to performance and market price, like values from Best Buy, even to like Facebook. You can probably get them for even cheaper on Facebook. Granted, they'll probably have a bit more kind of wear and tear on them, but to each their own.
Yeah, well said. All right, thank you everyone for joining. And as a closing statement, I would just like to say, hey, you should get a Steam Deck instead. Oh no, I'm kidding. That's definitely not accurate. Thank you all for your input. I hope that everyone has enjoyed this new type of content segment. If you like these type of lightning fast reviews where you get more than one expert opinion at a time, please let us know down in the comments. Please follow along if you find it useful as well. Thanks everyone.
Take care.